And I started using heroin when I was 15. And I started using heroin when I was 15. I first tried heroin whenever I was in this room. It's just constant and compulsive, and it just takes over your will and your body.
Did you ever think that at the age of 15 you would be a full-blown heroin addict?
No, it's not like you wake up one day and think that you're going to be a heroin addict. It just slowly progresses from the small stuff, pot, alcohol, cigarettes, and it just keeps going.
Do most of the people you know try heroin recreationally?
It almost always starts out recreationally. No one starts off thinking, I'm going to do this every day. At first I didn't even like it. The way I saw everyone else was raving about it, so I'm like, well, maybe I should try it again. So then I tried it again, and from then on it was just kind of downhill spiral.
How easy was it for you to reach out to a dealer or multiple dealers and get the fixes you needed on any given day?
You just call up the dealer, tell them how much money you have, you go to the spot, they throw it through the window, you give them the cash, and you drive away. It's like that.
This one's from her dealer. How many beans will I get? 7 or 8? They're like fire. There's no BS. Allie says, I love you, Dad, and I said, I love you, Allie. And then she went into her bedroom, closed her door. She took a capsule of heroin and she snorted it, and it was so powerful she died instantly. Heroin is the first thing I think about when I wake up. It's the last thing I think about when I sleep. I just care about getting high. I wish I had all the money in the world so I could buy all the heroin in the world.
Did you know how deeply into heroin your daughter was?
No, I had no clue. I had no idea. And I discovered this after getting all her notes and all her journals and everything.
I was a blackout drinker. You know, everybody else had 1 or 2 shots, and I started and couldn't stop. So I know that I was born an alcoholic, because from the first time I drank, I couldn't control how much I took. Started smoking weed, started selling weed at work. So I was making a lot of cash. I started doing cocaine. And from the first time I tried cocaine, I did it, you know, every day for like 45 days straight on, and so that was the first time that I went to rehab. It had already gotten like kind of bad at that point. I was drinking at work, downing bottles of wine, doing cocaine at work, smoking weed. My mom had me arrested, and then the cops took me to treatment. I figured that I would give it a chance since I was still underage and trying to like abide by my parents' rules at that time.
Welcome to Life Worth Living. With all of our mistakes, with all of our problems, we're still on, we never give up.
Yep.
Yes, right now it's 10:04, and I am doing what I always do at the very beginning of the show. I share the link of the show.
And I did not only on my Facebook, but I also shared on the group chats that I have here on my phone. So if you have any group chat, maybe that family group chat that you never check,
WhatsApp,
post there.
Telegram.
Yeah, post and share with your friends.
DM somebody on Snapchat or Instagram. Let's use our social media for something good, for something positive. And this week our topic is about young people and drugs, all right? I'm talking about legal and non-legal substances, stuff that alter the way you think, the way you behave, the way you act and react, whether it's something legal like a cigarette or whether it's something illegal like heroin, like the video that we just saw there. We want to know your opinions about this subject, something that is really, really serious, but a lot of people don't take it seriously. The question is, what do you think is fueling the drug problem among young people? Is it the lack of a good parent? Is it the problem that the cops are not doing their job, or you think that they're not doing their job? Is it drug laws that are too easy? I don't know what you're thinking, but I do ask that you put it here on the comments and let the world know. Let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's find a common denominator. Let's find a solution. Let's find some help for those who are going through this. And we're also going to be showing to those who are watching what you can do, where to find the help to break free from addiction to drugs, right? This weekend we want to help people who have a problem with drugs. I'm talking about serious issues: addiction to cocaine, weed, meth, heroin, Xanax, pills, whatever you might be hooked on. Don't be ashamed about it. Find help for it. Find a way out here at the YPG. Bruna, you already have any comments? I mean, we have a lot of comments.
I have a bunch of comments, and West Palm Beach today is really in the house.
Speaking of West Palm Beach, do we have the pictures from West Palm Beach already? Did you send them to them?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let's show them a little bit about what West Palm Beach, yes, the West. This is just a few of the guys who came out tonight in our branch in West Palm Beach. It was an amazing time that we spent out there with all the guys, and we thank all the guys in West Palm Beach for showing up. Okay, even though it's a Tuesday evening, most people don't go out to YPG on Tuesdays, but this YPG tour is taking our state by storm, and we are soon to get into a middle school that is right in front of our YPG headquarters out there in West Palm Beach, that I'm pretty sure they're going to open up the doors for us, and we'll be taking YPGs to school. Yes, and we are...
You didn't let me read the comments.
Give me a minute.
Oh.
We're going to school in Broward County.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Broward County. Get ready, because on the 13th and on the 20th, we are going to be taking it to you guys out there. I'll be having more addresses for those of you who want to join in. Now, yes, what about those comments?
All right, I have here Carlito Lopez saying hashtag 50 views today and a bunch of question marks. So I believe so, because right now we are at 19, so we are at 31 more to go, and we can definitely reach the 50 mark today. And if we do so, we're gonna finally show the video of the girls from the Miami dance crew that won the great prize here in our talent show. I have Annabelle Perez saying West Palm Beach, Carlito Lopez as well saying hashtag YPG.
Anelka saying go YPG.
I also have here Geraldo Morales saying West Palm Beach, Rebecca Farias saying share, share, share. So please do as she's telling you, share, 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 invite your friends to watch. I also have Anelka saying YPG is in the house. Who else?
I have here Annabelle Fuentes. I think inner void drives many to drug use and poor decisions. So in her case, we're talking about the young crowd. We're not talking about the drug problem as a whole. I'm talking about the young crowd, and in her opinion, Annabelle's saying that she thinks that the inner void drives many to drug use and poor decisions. Leave your comments, leave your 2 cents here on our comments below. I also have, like we had last night, the guys out there from YPG Virginia. Yes. Is she on the line? It's Marilyn? I always get it wrong. I'm so sorry.
Marlon.
There we go. So, Marlon, we're going to be talking to you today a little bit more about what you went through yesterday. You told us a bit about your issues with alcohol, and were there other things as well that you had issues with?
I take a...
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Pills. With pills.
You used to take pills as well. What kind of pills? Sorry, what were the pills? So you would abuse prescription pills, and you would do that together with the alcohol, or was it something separate? How was it?
It was separate. Like, I was taking together. Like,
So you would do the pills on one side. When the effect was off, then you would go to the alcohol and just cycle between those two. Did it have a toll on your health? Did it make you feel kind of weird or get you sick or anything like that?
I didn't get getting sick, but just frozen and not there. Like, yeah, not really. Not so I saw.
So your decision making was not good at all, because
No,
you're always, you know, you weren't 100. You were there, your body was there, but you were somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what's very dangerous about, you know, some substance abuse when it comes down to a young person, because, you know, that young person doesn't have that long history to back up their choice and say, you know what, I know better, I know this, I know that. They're learning. And they're learning and already being out of their mind, learning, and then nothing good can come out of that. And I don't want to be blaming a particular drug. We're not here for that. We don't want to be, you know, bashing on a particular drug and say, oh no, they have something against this. The problem, it goes in hand with the drug, because there are people who do stupid things without drugs. You don't need to be high to do something stupid. You know, there are people who are, no, they're not high, they're not addicted to anything. And
They're just stupid.
Yeah, you know, it is
sorry.
what it is. We can't. But when somebody takes the drug, it's like stupid on steroids. You know, you're taking it to a next level of how bad your decisions can be. And that certain level cannot be reached without the drugs. That's why many people think, no, I got to zone out, I got to forget about my problems. I don't know how that solves it. But maybe they're not really wanting to solve it. They just want to feel something. And then they get that, you know, that emotional high. They become emotional junkies, and then they want to do something more and more and more. I want you guys to also send your comments in question form. If you have a question about what Marlon used to use, or how she would feel, or what was going on, please let us know here in the comments below. You have any more comments?
I only have here Luis Perez asking West Palm Beach, where's Simeon? I have no idea as well. And Gabi Hernandez saying hashtag Judah. Also, I have Rebecca Faria saying shout out to YPG Virginia. And I have here YPG Florida saying, come on, 29 more. That was just what I posted. Sorry.
And we're going to reach it. I'm pretty sure that we're going to reach it today, but we need your help. Okay, keep sharing, keep liking, and keep commenting. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, we are going to be talking to Marlon more about what her issues were, what she went through, and how bad it got. Angel could not be here today. He had some other commitments that he could not be here with us tonight. But tomorrow evening, he should be here with us, telling us more about his story, about what happened with him. Okay, we're going to go for a break. I want you to watch this testimony. It's a testimony of Damien. Damien, who has been a part of the YPG, came to the YPG, is a part of the YPG, and has impacted the lives of many people through the YPG as well. Let's watch his story.
I remember literally every day after school, when I would walk up to the door and turn the doorknob, I would literally sigh every day before. I would open as just, okay, what am I gonna walk into?
Things were much different now for Damien Jackson. His family had lived well in Miami, a lifestyle paid for by his mom's job with the mafia. But when she started feeling pressure by the police, they fled to a poor neighborhood in Georgia when Damien was 7.
I didn't see my dad around unless he was at home beating us. I want to talk to mom. No, but she's there drunk. She's there popping Percocets and pain pills. She'd say, I hate you. I wish I never had you. I should have just shoved you back up inside of me when you came out. You should have died.
With his sense of worth diminishing, Damien started getting into fights, taking his anger out on others.
I felt kind of like I was imposing my will on them. It's like, now they feel pain. I'm not nothing. I can beat this person. I can beat that person.
He also started smoking marijuana.
Get high, stay high, and just don't think about life. I didn't like to sit back and think how messed up my family was.
Then, when Damien was a teenager, his father announced he was gay and no longer wanted a family. Damien's mother took the kids and moved in with another man, but he didn't want a family either.
He would be so nasty. He would complain about everything. Until one day, he said to my mom, "I'm sick of this. I don't want them here. You have a choice. Either they go or you go." And my mom, she just lowered her head and said, "Sorry, y'all have to go." A door opened for darkness, and I just went and said, "I'm unloved. No one cares about me. So I'm gonna keep going until I die. Someone's gonna kill me, and then this life will be over."
Forced to live on the streets, Damien dropped out of school and started selling drugs. He also joined a gang that, at first, felt like the family he never had.
You laugh, you get high, you drink, you rap, you make jokes, you go to parties, you talk together. But then, when the other side of it comes in, is when you start to realize, no, this is serious. When you're getting shot at, when people are trying to kill you. I was actually sure my entire life that I would die before 18.
At one point, he decided it would be better if he took a handgun and did it himself. But someone walked in before he could pull the trigger.
My parents didn't care, my sisters didn't care, brothers, uncles, no one. That's where I was at. It's like it was a day-to-day. I'd just rather die than to live like this.
After 2 years living on the street, Damien was arrested and found guilty for attacking an undercover cop. At 16 years old and facing 5 years in prison, he asked for help from someone he'd reached out to before.
And I always said that little quick, like, "Oh, God, help me get out of here," kind of thing. But I think this time, sincerely, the difference was I had had enough. I said, "Lord, if you are real, help me this time, because I need to see a sign. If you get me out of here, that's going to be my sign to me that you are real. And I promise you, I'm going to do my part."
Then, instead of pushing for jail time, prosecution recommended Damien be put on probation. The judge agreed and ordered Damien to go live with his father.
That was the first time I saw God work in my favor. I'm like, okay, I think this is my miracle.
Away from the gang and drugs, Damien bought a Bible and started reading, but he still felt something was missing.
I said, how can God accept me and forgive me after everything I've done? I knew that maybe I had a chance, but it's like an inner battle. When he helped me get out of jail, I knew, okay, this had to be God. But that didn't make me feel like, okay, I'm forgiven and I'm saved, I'm welcome. I still wrestled every day with the things I've done.
At church, a pastor started teaching him about God's love and forgiveness, but even then he found it hard to accept.
Every week I would ask him, man, because it's like I wasn't believing that he had accepted me yet and that I was really his. I realized I couldn't just expect for everything to automatically feel perfect. I had to believe. I had to believe that he forgave me. That was when I said, God, I'm no longer in this game. I'm done with this. I am not doing this anymore. I'm yours. And I want more of you and less of me from now on. And I'm going to pursue you. And I'm going to get closer to you. And I'm going to bring you to this whole world.
Having accepted God's forgiveness, Damien was able to forgive his parents and himself for his past life. At 21, he became a pastor in order to fulfill his promise to God.
I don't look at the world and say, oh, this person's so bad, they're so evil, they're so this. But if they had God in their life, then they could change. See, God didn't look at me the way people did. They saw a criminal, a gangbanger, a thug, a dangerous guy. God looked at me and saw a hurt child, a hurt soul. I had to find my peace and my happiness in Jesus. I had to realize his love is enough.
And that's the kind of love that we give out here in the YPG. Like he said, no, we're not gonna be looking at you and say, hey, no, this dude, just crazy. That's not how we view you and your situation. We view you with hope that you don't even have in yourself. Yeah. We view you with a faith that is unparalleled. Why? Because it's proof, and the living proof is his story. I mean, he came from the YPG. He himself is a YPG coordinator, helping a lot of people. Right now he's in the state of Washington, and many others like Damien have come through from the worst of the worst to being, able to help the worst of the worst.
Yeah, and this is just to show you guys that no matter the situation you are, there is a way out. Don't look at yourself and think, oh, I'm too messed up, I'm too deep into the drugs, or my family doesn't care, that's why I go to the drugs, or my life is completely a mess, there's no way out, because there is. His life was all messy. His life was upside down. I think his testimony is really, really strong. His story is something that if you look at yourself, maybe you're not that bad. And you're looking at yourself
thinking his story
that,
makes us feel like really, really great about ourselves.
So maybe you're looking at yourself and thinking, oh, but I use drugs to forget about my life, to forget about my problems, but nothing is getting solved.
And to be honest, this was just really scratching the surface, because it was way worse than what you just saw in that 5-minute video. And you might be saying, nobody has it as bad as I do. And that's a lie. There's always going to be somebody who has it worse than you. You might be feeling like the worst, but there's always going to be somebody who has it worse than you. And if he got out and he was worse than you, then you can get out as well. And you might be thinking, but okay, what if I'm worse than him? You can still get out. But you have to reach the same position as Damien reached. And that position was, you had it. You literally say, I'm losing myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't think this is me. I don't like this. In the beginning, when you start getting high and using the drugs, and then you think, no, this is cool. Let me try something else. Let me try something stronger, something a little faster, something that hits me harder. Let me try something new. Let me try something else. Let me mix this and that and the other and here and put it all together and see what happens. Your need to explore is taking you to explore some deep, dark places. And then at the end of it all, you say, you know what, I need something more, I need something more. There's something more that you're looking for is already found here. There's something more that, what other drug could he have taken? No, he did it all, he tried it all. And that still didn't satisfy him. So your pursuit in this high is not going to satisfy you either. And that's the same thing that happened with Marlene. Marlene, you're watching us right now, and you're being part of the show. You said that you did the alcohol, and you drank until you passed out. You abused the prescription pills. What was the lowest point for you in your drug abuse? Is Marlene there? Yeah. So Marlene, what was the lowest point for you in your drug abuse?
Well, for me, it was like I got body and I started being bad at home and had it. So I had a place, family member houses, getting things, humiliating, and but. It's just
Did you ever think about suicide or attempt or no?
I but out of my head and is nobody but on your own.
So you're out in the world. You have to fend for yourself. You have to do your own thing, and you pretty much that's something that really hurts the people around you. Because Bruno, when somebody has an addiction, when somebody has this whole substance abuse thing, they turn on the people who love them the most, which is completely stupid. I mean, it makes no sense. Why are you going to slap away the hand that is trying to get you out of the hole? And then the people who are closest, the people who are doing the best for that person, who want the best for that person, they're the ones who end up getting the abuse. They're the ones who get robbed from. They're the ones who end up in that situation of of being the target of their hatred, the target of their frustration. And it's not because they want to do that. It's because no last shot on whoever's close.
Yeah, I just think that they are so like desperate, looking for something to fill that empty that they have, desperate to fill that, you know, that void. They're so desperate looking for a solution that no matter who they have to hurt or who they have to go over or rob or do whatever to solve that problem, they're gonna go for it. Because I believe when someone is so desperate that the person has to be high all the time, not to think about the kind of life the person is living, is because he's really or she's really in a very deep situation.
Exactly, and we all know that this is caused by evil spirits. Know that thought that comes into their mind and makes them or suggests in such a powerful way, do it. It's like that little thing that keeps knocking until you crack, until you finally give in. And that's where we come in. We are going to be there for you to overcome those problems with you. Not, hey, you made the mess. No, go clean it up.
No, it's not.
We're going to go clean it up with you. You're still going to have to clean it up, but you're not going to do it alone. You're not going to do it with somebody, pointing a finger at your face and making you feel like trash all throughout the process. You might have done some stupid things in your life. You might have made some mistakes, but this is where you're going to fix it. And we're not really interested in you quitting, because you can quit all by yourself. You do not need our help. Yeah. What I want is that you won't have a relapse, so that you won't go back to the mud, so that you won't go back to the problem, so you won't have a high and a low and a high and a low for the rest of your life. That's where God comes in. That's where we come in. That's where you can find the help. I am sure that every addict that is watching me right now, every young person, like we showed in the video in the beginning, like we're talking to Marlene from Virginia, all these people, they had that thing, no, I can quit, I can stop. And then they tried it, they stopped for a little bit, and they went back.
Because alone, seriously, alone, you can even try, but you're not going to be able to overcome. You're not. Simply because our strength just go until a certain point. After that, you need God. It's the only way out. It's the only solution. Without Him, then you're gonna be always in that position, like,
or you might trade one addiction for the. Okay, I don't smoke weed, but I do smoke cigarettes. I'm not doing the alcohol anymore, but I got Xanax on the back. I'm not doing the crack. I cut back on the crack, but no meth. No meth is meth.
Yeah.
And then you're not really quitting. You're just cycling between substances, and that same mentality is messing up your life. Find help here. 3501 West Flagler Street. The same help that Damien received, you can receive as well.
I have here Karine Leah saying, that's an amazing story. She was talking about the testimony of Pastor Damien. She's saying, I used to think that I had no solution at all, and one day God showed me that there was a way out. I am free and happy. I met Jesus at YPG, and now I can say that life is truly worth living.
Who wrote that?
This is Karine Leah. It's like way up to the top. I saw it a long time ago. I'm just holding.
All right. So thank you very much for your comment. And let me just finish here with Marlene. Now, Marlene, you said that you lost pretty much your dignity. You lost your family support. You lost your life, right? You pretty much, you were at the end of the rope. How did the YPG help you?
Well, I visited so that me like a lot of problems. You're saying, usually when you're at back, wants to guide you. So when I went, I even left the thing. Visit her. I said her when I came down, like, and that's where I went in and got guidance or that went in. Okay. And the white vision, it was just like in that dark I was in, the mind seeing my patients that I was in, and the hope leader forward, as now you change your life. After life, you have to just change that. I decided, and that was the time.
Now, Marlene, when you decided to come and you started doing it, was it a quick process, like in 2 days, everything is fine, or was it difficult?
It being as far as everything, I actually got the strength to stop later on. But I keep on this the they know that you are coming out of even though it was full, decided to take. And not every that fits anyway, a few times they have jobs and everything in a while, took a while for it living. Time I get comfortable and that was
So there you have it. Her life was transformed. She got over her alcohol addiction, the pills. She got her life back together, and today she's able to help other people. And no, she's the you're the coordinator out there in Virginia, correct?
Yes, I'm Richmond.
All right. So from which branch?
Richmond.
Richmond. So for the guys out there in Richmond, Virginia, you can find Marlene, the guys out there in Richmond, and many others who have similar stories, but all have the same solution to this drug issue, which is faith in Jesus. The power that we have found to get over all these problems. And I thank you, Marlene, very much for sticking it out here with us for the last 2 nights. And thank you so much for all the guys watching, all the YPG Virginia, who is I'm pretty sure now watching with us and liking and commenting. What would you like to say to the guys out there in YPG Virginia?
To stay strong, keep moving forward out of the situation you're in. You are gonna listen, the advice you, because our last, our weird, very hard. People are saying you keep your faith. That your life is stay strong.
Stay strong, keep going to the end. That's the message from our coordinator there from Virginia to all the YPG. Not only Virginia, I mean, whoever's watching, thank you so much for your participation here tonight, all right? And for all the guys who are watching us from any other part of the U.S., all throughout, you can come and join us at your local YPG. You don't have to be coming here. But obviously, if you don't live here, if you do live here, make your way here.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you live in New York, in California, in Texas, in Georgia, wherever you might be watching us from, you can find a local YPG. Inbox us here. We'll shoot you the address that is closest to your house. You have any more comments?
I have a comment saying here 5 more that it's my comment because I really want to show this dance for you guys today.
But
come on. No. Give me a minute.
Like
we can reach. Come on, guys.
44,
help me
42.
out. Help me out. No, it was 45.
We did it. Well, I'm digging into overtime right now. This is
people at the
bottom of the 9th. We blew our time like we always do. But tomorrow is another day we can reach the 45 mark, and I want right now to if the guys out there in the audio department, if they can give me that round of applause sound effect, that would be really, really helpful about this time, because I need to thank a special someone on the show today. Do we have it? Is it playing? There we go.
Who is it?
A round of applause for all of our haters. Thank you so much for thinking so much about us.
Thank you.
That you have to trash talk us. I do appreciate it very, very much.
Very
Have all of you a wonderful day, and God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.